Hello, everybody. Welcome back. Welcome back here. I want to say thank you guys for coming in, joining in. Click like, shares, subscribes, and I really appreciate donating a little bit of coffee. That's gladly appreciated. It's good to have some energies exchange. Now, as we gonna be going and understanding things, particularly we're talking about from astrology, from magnetism, from energy, from gravitations, and so on. Our advancements, they're coming in to us. They're coming as a downloads. They're coming as a downloads, particularly we're talking about during Mercury retrograde. Mercury, who stole the shoes, the fast flying shoes, was getting caught by God, and God told him, "Listen, you already got it. You're the fastest. Nobody can catch it. That's what it's made. But your punishment for your sin, it's gonna be 6 months. You have to work for me." And that was it. When a Mercury is a retrograde, he sends the what? The messages out. Actually, this is gonna be some the downloads for the balance that he needs. You see, as a re-evolving, okay, re-evolving in so many different levels. Okay, for a lot of the people, the evolution that's going to be the next, cell phone. That's going to be the artificial intelligence. That's going to be some things. For most of the people, the proper evolutions, that is the evolutions through the soul of understanding, advancement, and the human race. So this is gonna be really going deep to some of the people. This is gonna go deep because Mercury is going to be at Scorpio, but today the Moon, as you can see, is at Libra, which is the balance. You see, it's very interesting when you're making a balance. Okay. Hi, Davik. Thank you for being here. When you make a balance, but you see, when evolution it goes up in there, okay, guess what? In order to make the balance, you also have to what? Evolve. In order to evolve, you need some what? Downloads. You need to know how to catch up with this. You need to know how the things is going on. So all of a sudden, the soul reaches is where? It reaches from the consciousness to the subconsciousness. And then the subconsciousness opens this energy, and the subconscious becomes conscious. That requires what? Going to the unknown, going to the deep. And this is what the Mercury is going to do. The moon, it's focused within the North Node. It's in the destiny in there. Um, Hi, Li. Thank you for coming in. Hi, Katie. And hi, Tom. Owen. Hi, Owen. And now, to go back into the report, the moon, it's looking to the destiny, okay? The intuition is looking for this level of intuitions to reach out the max potential of reaching out to the destiny, right? To do the things that you need to do in there. But the moon, it's gonna be today. She's gonna be what? Squaring Jupiter and opposing Chiron, and this is that moment in there. Hi, Marina. Thank you for coming in, and glad that you see me from Scandinavia. And since we are looking at into that energies in there, the moon, it's going to be facing this like, well, I don't know this, I haven't deal this, I haven't grow within these positions. Here is how Mercury is going to be coming in, and he's going to be, you know what, I am going to be delivering these messages from Saturn, from Neptune. I'm going to be giving you this intense energies that you're going to be able to create a balance. Okay, so you have to wait for the downloads to comes in, as they are going to be start coming in more and more as the new moon is coming. All right, So 7 o'clock, still as the sun is at 24 degrees of Scorpio. In there, we have the moon still into the 10 degrees of Libra. A lot of the work is going to be going again through the thinking in there. We're looking at the midheaven. It's going to be with the south node. And with this energies in there, that energy squares Mars. Okay, duality sign of Virgo squares duality signs of Sag. Yeah, I can hear the right message, but is that the truth, right? Did I'm using the right logic to discern the right message? So all this kind of like of energies is gonna be start coming in, but for Mars, it's starting one thing. You see, every time a planet it squares the nodes, it's a skip step. That is it about, are you skipping something to finish up the past, or you are skipping something that's going to help you for the future? One or the other. But right now, Mars, since it's moving away from the south, no, that's mean you are moving away from the south, from the past. You're going towards the future. What would you be telling yourself, right? So the message is coming in, so you have to wait until you get to that positions. So the balance of the evolutions to be made up. All right, pretty good synchronizations is going to be at 8 o'clock in there. This is going to be some very beautiful energies. They're very, very good synchronizations, guys. I mean, for those who's following here, I want to say thank you, guys. But here, we're going to see this energies is coming towards us, okay? But we're going to be dealing with this kind of like a pretty much similar energies. It's going to be around 1 o'clock. Okay, very beautiful synchronized energies, resolving the issues, understanding where we have to what evolve. So as the process is going to be going later on at 9 o'clock, all of a sudden the things, you see, when you figure things out and resolve the issues, all of a sudden, guess what? The pressures goes down because you already know the answers. Okay, the things are calming down because you already figured things out, and now you can go ahead and what, enjoy yourself. So this is going to be some very beautiful moments in there. Of course, the actions Mars is going to be, well, I have to go and I know I have to do this, but Mars is squaring the North Node at Pisces. So right now your actions is going to be maybe having a hard challenge for going forward. Okay, so here is that at this moment, in particularly right now, because it's all retrograde, wait for the retrogrades to go out, particularly Mercury retrograde. All right, the inner work is going to be coming in as we're going to see the moon tomorrow. It's going to be exiting out Libra. This is going to be some inner work at 10 o'clock. The moon, it's going to be under the divine guidance of Neptune and Uranus. They're both retrograde. The one it's going to bring this energies from the universal knowledge, this wisdom that it's going to be coming in towards us, is to remind us, go and look into the stars. Everything is out there. Why did the ancients say your destiny is written in the stars? It is because of the astrology in there. Marina, the Mercury retrograde is going to be for about another 2 weeks. But as we are talking about the effects of the Mercury retrograde, as I made it the Mercury retrograde, I even did the training videos. I did some training explanations is in there. The period is much larger in there, particularly because Mercury retrograde, it's starting long before it actually becomes a retrograde. Okay, there is a video here in the channel. You can go ahead and watch that in there, or if you can send me an email. I did some good training on the Mercury retrograde. It's on the YouTube on my other channel. I will make sure you get it. Okay, it's very beautiful to understand this particular parts of retrogrades. All right. Oh, you're welcome. 11 o'clock, this is going to be the moments of truth. Inner work is going to be matching with Venus and the true Lilith. That is one of the truth. It started coming out. And now they are both looking to what? They're both looking to the North Node. See, when you know deeply inside of you where you're supposed to be, with who you're supposed to be, what you're supposed to be, where is your higher self, it's calling you, and now the love is starts engaging in that deep level. Now you understand the power of Venus and Scorpio. It's not about this physical, stuff. Yes, it's required, it's also needed, but Venus and Scorpio is going deep into the soul. Okay, the depth in there. So now all that energy applied it towards destiny. To see how does that feel. It's gonna be some a powerful moments described as this. All right. Okay. As I said, at 12 o'clock, this energy is gonna be coming to us. The inner work is gonna be with Lilith and the Sun. Very beautiful. Now we actually doing the work. Okay, that beautiful energy that it comes in, you see it about 4 or 5 hours ago. Now it is kind of like you need to do it. So we had like 4 hours prior an energy that came to you to let you know what you need to do and how you need to do it 4 hours later. Don't say that you don't get guidance. You're getting a guidance. Only thing it is right here, these processes that's going to be going on as the ascendant in there, it's going with Pluto. The good energies are coming, Marina. Yes, they're coming in. If your south node is in Scorpio, that's mean you have to go ahead and look at it, because you're coming from experience of Scorpio, but you need to go ahead and establish your own self in the material world and understand the value of creating and providing, and most of all, it's producing, understanding what does it take for someone to produce, okay, those particular values in there. And thank you, baby, for sharing that video in there. Love you. Okay. I have my darling assisting me here. So if you see Aqua Spirit United, this is our channel with her. And she's very helpful in there. All right. Next hour, 1 o'clock. At 1 o'clock, we are going to be see some this needs of the evolution, and now the evolution is going to be coming. It says like, well, we are evolving. We need to do something else. We are growing up, and this knowledge and so on. What are we going to do? As you see it, some of the people who cannot have any more regular job, they start doing something else. Some of the people going to become a healer. Some of the people they go back into be a farmer. Some of the people go back into a construction. Some people are going back into, they are creating different things that are in there. Okay, so now even to, when you look at it to the digital creators and so on and so on, people are trying to still using the tools in different ways, right? So now that triggers of the evolutions that it's coming is asking you for one thing. Keep up with your own evolution. Okay? Keep up with your own evolutions, because when you getting into these balances in there, with evolution goes up and you catch up, right? Then you're going to understand that you're here to evolve. Okay, particularly in the soul, because the soul has a lot of more power than any artificial intelligence can be built. Hi, 2 o'clock. The ascendant is going to be at Pisces. This is going to be some triggers the spiritual realms. Okay, the inner work is going to be at such and squares this. Now, since all that squares in their duality is going to be all over the place, it's like, maybe this, maybe that. I maybe can use the spiritual realms for this, and maybe I can put this to create the spiritual stuff, and so on and so on. You're going to see it, but the North Node is going to set like, I am looking for authority. You have to authorize in there with yourself, like, I'm going to reach my destiny. So your destiny can say, I'm choosing you by you choosing your destiny. Okay? And that's what happens is in there. It's going to have some calls. Okay? It's going to have some downloads in there because all of a sudden things are going to be evolving. And guess what? You don't know what to do. Okay? You're gonna feel like, oh my God, there is certain things I understand, certain things I don't get it in there. Okay, so in the next hour we are gonna be looking at what we need to heal in the authority as a childhood. Can't just go out there and acting as a kid and make yourself a fool in a way with all those kind of like I would call it serious stuff at that evolution as a spirituality. Okay, some of the people making it fun. Okay, it can be fun. It can be as much funny as you want. You can think that that makes you look cool and so on. You're still immature to your own self. So this is going to be some challenges as Mercury and bringing in those messages in there from the universe. But we're going to see this Chiron Jupiter square for a long time. So some of the people is going to be like, they be acting, childish. All of a sudden, the people is going to be looking at them. It's like, when are you going to grow up? When are you going to evolve? When are you going to stop? These things is okay, but they're not relevant anymore. And you're going to be scratching your head. What do they mean, right? So be mindful about those energies when a day comes in because they have a purpose. Okay, they have some purpose. The next hour, the ascendant still is going to be at Taurus. It's going to be very close to Uranus, who is already in Taurus. Right now, we're feeling this shift as going back into the material world. We need to put the spirit back into where it was. People respected the spirit back in the days in a tribal mode. Everyone, they respect everyone as a spirit first before as who they were. We forgot how to respect each other first, ourselves. And we forgot how to respect everybody as a spirit, as a souls around us. Now this energy is going to start coming back powerfully, very powerfully. Okay, so the inner work is going to be at Capricorn very well with Pluto. This energy, as we talk about it in there, well, I was talking about this yesterday. Pay attention at 4 o'clock, and I will state it again because that's what 4 o'clock is. Because the inner work is going to be coming from this Capricorn's energies towards Pluto. Okay, here it is, guys. That's what I'm talking about. This is the inner work with midheaven, and I'm going to be shifting you a few days ahead. Okay, as you see it, how it's moving up, and now it's only at 4 o'clock, right? It's beautiful. Okay, it's very beautiful energies are coming. But are you going to be ready is the question. Okay? Can you be ready without evolution? All right? You're welcome, Marina. Thank you. All right. We'll keep it going with the day. It's going to be at 5 o'clock. The ascendant is going to be a Gemini squaring the North Node, of course, and the South Node. Your social circle, right? You will find out that right now, if as you evolve, you are still in the same old social circle. and you start talking about this, you feel the energies, you understand this, and so on, and you try to helping your friends, your buddies, and everyone in there, and all of a sudden they don't resonate, and you're like, oh my God, what the heck I'm doing? And they look at you like, what happened to you? Okay? You try to explain it to them, you try to save them, right? You cannot, because this is a personal ways in to do it. But as you evolve, all of a sudden, they maybe turns to a what? An outsiders of you. While you all of a sudden you can meet someone, you can feel the energies, and they're gonna feel you, and it's like, do I know you from somewhere? You start having this kind of like a weird chit chat and so on, and it's like you feel how the energies is just talking, right? You're not only you and that person talking, verbally, also the energies are talking, right? It's that magic, okay? And this is what the Age of Aquarius is, that magic, when you're talking and communicating through the energies, okay? Yes, guys, the good things start coming up, okay? So, I mean, it's like it's your captain speaking. We're gonna get to the directions, but you still have to wear your seatbelts because we're gonna have some turbulence. Yes, there is some more turbulence that's coming up, okay? But the things is gonna start getting better. All right, 6 p.m. This is gonna be still the ascendant. It's gonna be at Gemini. The inner work is gonna be at Aquarius. Here's we were talking about that again, about that evolutionary state, that it's coming from above, but that evolutionary state is going to be asking for that growth, because see, the inner work that it's going to be at Aquarius is 150 degrees with Jupiter. Oh, Jupiter is retrograde. Where? In the family. But family is what? Society. Everyone that we are living here, we're living into the society. And now you're going to understand your purpose is you. Fix you, be example for the society. And that's how we're going to grow. All right, 7 o'clock, the inner work is going to be very close to the North Node. Yes, it's going to be some challenges. So you're not liking this Mercury retrograde messages that are coming. You don't like this Mars. You want to create some actions, and you feel like you're tied up and you don't know what you really to do. Sometimes you're trying to do something else, suddenly your mind's like thousands of miles away from here, and you're like, I went to get my keys, but where did I left them? I know I just put them on. I just got them, right? You're gonna feel those kind of like energies, because the shift within the consciousness to the subconsciousness, all of a sudden it creates and shifts your focus, because you have to look deeply from within. Okay, so my suggestion is when you feel certain things like this, stop for a minute, see what the message is. Like today, I've been having a whole day, pretty much one song for a very popular movie in there, and I'm trying to figure out what it is. What is that trying to tell me, right? But there is a lot of things that comes in and there's a touch to it. I'm trying to get my message from Mercury retrograde to myself. Okay, so thinking about that way, it's just like something within your consciousness, because that's what Mercury is. Mercury, it is responsible for internal communications. Right now is retrograde. While when it's in direct motions, he is responsible for what? Direct communications. Retrograde. Okay, I'm recreate myself. All right, all right. 8 o'clock, the ascendant is going to be with Jupiter. That it's going to be some this particular emotions. The Sun and the Lilith that's coming in together, they are opposing Uranus. Be mindful that if you're using your manipulations, any all kind of like a shadowing stuff, you put the shadow to become the authority. God bless you, so you ain't gonna get too far. Okay? But if you put your authority within the shadow to discover your destiny, now Uranus is gonna love you, because he doesn't have to fight you. He's gonna go to Neptune, he's gonna go to Saturn, he's gonna go to Jupiter, and he's gonna be empowering you. Okay? But as I said, you have to learn how to evolve from 10. All right, 9 o'clock. The inner work is gonna be at the Aries. This is a really good energies with what? With Venus, right? Your new way of love is increased. You evolve. Your love is evolved. So as the love evolves in you, guess what? You're gonna have some different what? Energy feelings. You're gonna be different in there within you. And now that energy of love is going to be talked to you differently. Okay? That it is the things that you're kind of like, oh, I have to develop myself. I have to go up. And put this like, yes, I'm transform one more person. Okay? That will be, that's a very beautiful, beautiful power. Okay? All right, but in the next hour, we're going to see some. This is going to be at 10 o'clock that the inner work is going to reach Chiron. I guess, I'm tired of talking about Chiron and Jupiter. I mean, those guys, they're going to be for a while. You got to grow. It's like no chances. Okay? You follow sleeps and tells you you have not grown. You wake up, tells you not grown. You walk in and go into the work and you see some people who have not grown. It's like, okay, I see that my surrounding is not grown up and I feel like I don't want to be like them. I want to grow. And now all these things is going to happen to pretty much everybody because it's a collective energy. Okay? It's collective energy. All right? So, as we were talking about the moon right now, it's opposing Chiron square as Jupiter. Right now, the attention is going to be on that. You're going to be feeling it like this. It's like, but what I need to do, keep going forward. Keep walking within that energies. Keep beginning to understand what the energies is. When the people are talking, there is energies there emitting. Try to listen to that energies, to feel those energies, to understand that magnetic field. And then you will understand what they are. Okay? But you understand how you feel your own energy field. You get it? Got it? All right, 11 o'clock, the inner work is going to be a Taurus as we're talking about these Taurus energies. They're going to come in. We're going to have some good Taurus season. Okay? The things in the material world is going to start making it falls in its place. Okay? There is going to be pretty much nothing that it's going to be at Scorpio except the moon is going to come up in there because the planets, they're going to be moved. Right? So if you're expecting right now something to happen into the material world, see through the mirroring within the relationship right now, which is Scorpio's energy, how you're doing in the relationships, and particularly with survival mode with others, which is Scorpio. Survival mode on your own, it's Taurus. Okay, you can provide, you can do, you can things for it, and so on and so on. Okay, but when you are tested, you are put with somebody else to see what are you going to do with this, how are you going to do with it in there. All right, guys. So this is what was the astrogravitational report for today. Marina, thank you so much for the chats in there. Yes, you're ready to grow. All you do is just say to the universe, I'm ready to grow, and let the universe deliver the messages for you. All right? Okay, guys? So, again, thank you so much for watching, and I am going to give you what we're going to have tomorrow morning at 7 o'clock. How the day is going to start? Well, the day is going to be starting again as the sun. It's very close into the event horizon, but we are going to have what? The moon, it is going to be at 22 degrees opposing Chiron. So that attention, as we were talking about at the end of the day, It's gonna be tomorrow your first thing you see. You're gonna be seeing it, what you need to work on this. All right, guys. But for that, we are gonna be talking more about what tomorrow. All right, guys. Much appreciated. Thank you for the clicks, likes, shares, and the subscribes. And thank you for chipping in and buying me a coffee. Much appreciated. Much love to you guys. I'll see you tomorrow.